Hi everybody and welcome to this qualifying round guide for Expert Division in Spring Major 2023 here on the channel. Please give me a thumb up and make sure you are subscribed as well. Totally free to do so. There will be expert content for all stages of this tournament, so check back regularly on the channel for the rest of the guide videos this week. Also, if you're playing pro, we've done a qualifying round guide as well. Plenty of drops here and some tweaks for anything I didn't drop. Should have you a very good starting point for the qualifying round. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're getting on and what you think of this lovely brand new course. Here we go. On this par 4, we're going to start with the quarterback to find our landing position first. White ring touching the rough in the middle of the fairway there at P3 max distance. Then we switch to our APOC and Grizzly bag. 5.8 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. The adjustment here is going to be max distance 0 elevation, max plus 0. Then once we've done that, it is time to take our shot. No push-up needed, no curl, but we are going to go full overpower here. It is a pretty slow needle with APOC 5, it's fairly slow with APOC 4, but a good chance of hitting perfect. And then this is going to take us to a drive distance down this narrow strip of fairway of between 355 and 360 yards. Second shot going to be playing with our Grizzly, and we're going to find the minimum distance line and adding 2 bars of backspin. In fact, here I go with 2.1 backspin. So 2.1 backspin, play from the minimum distance line, and I want the ball guide to be touching the left edge of the cup and going, as you can see, 1 green square beyond the pin. So right edge of the ball guide, glancing the left edge of the cup. The backspin will vary with different drive distances, so you might need to vary it a click or two either way, depending on your drive distance, but basically I want to set this shot up every time on the min line. Min plus 45, Power 2 settings, that is a tweak based on the video. I dropped this one in the video that you will see on screen right now, but it doesn't go dead center. So the adjustment I'm giving you, min plus 45, Power 2, should be a more accurate adjustment to make sure you're dropping this one right at the pin for an eagle. Here we're going to play a rough bump with a Kingmaker. I'm going with 2.1 backspin and 3 bars side spin to the right, and then setting up with the red ring touching the rough line. And have a look at the ball guide here. The tip of the ball guide with our sniper, it is going to be in the center of that light green square row. You can see it's fairly close to the tree, but the tip of the ball guide in the center of that light green square column once you've added spin. Min minus 5, power 3 settings here. Min minus 5, power 3 settings. Great right may be an issue here if you've got a precision ball that you want to use just to guarantee the perfect, then of course that would be advisable. This is a bit of a narrow line against the tree trunk. Finally, we're going with inner wall curl to the right. You could play without curl, but you would need a ball with greater than side spin 3, so that's why I'm keeping it totally free to play here, but with that curl falling nicely for the hole-in-one. It's a nice albatross here on this par 5. We're going to start with the quarterback at P3 max rest, white ring touching the rough on the left hand side. Then we add spin, 5 top spin and 3 left spin. Then we switch to our APOC and thorn bag. Now it's time to make our adjustment. Maximum distance 10% elevation. The tree might be in the way there, but you've got that kind of translucent effect if you zoom in enough, so try and adjust accurately, and then it's time to take our shot. So max plus 10 is the adjustment. We're going to play full overpower with a slow needle, and we're going with 2 ball of curl to the left. So look at the inner tip of the triangle. It is vertically aligned with the tee. Hit perfect, bouncing on the fairway in the shadows and then rolling to the end of the next fairway, getting that nice extra speed roll, and the drive distance here is going to be around 370. Second shot we're going to play with the thorn, and I want to have the blue ring touching the bunker and the rough at the same time, so you can see there when the edges of the blue ring are touching both the bunker on the left and the rough on the right, that means you're in the right spot. Now the spin needed may vary here, but for reference in the video I'm going with 0.1 backspin and 1 bar side spin to the left. But depending on your drive you might need to vary it a bit, but what I'm aiming for here is to have a tip of the ball guide just under 2 green squares to the right of the pin, and you can see there a reference zoom in. So just pause the video, take a screenshot, but that's the offset that I'm looking for. But following a perfect drive with the blue ring touching both those points there, the spin here should be pretty close. For landing position of +3, playing it 94% slider, 40% elevation, and it's 2% per yard difference. So if you were at +2, you play 92% slider instead. Bouncing very nicely, and we're rolling right at the pin for an albatross. This is a very difficult par 3 due to the massive downhill elevation. In this example here I'm going with half a bar of backspin and 3 bars side spin to the left, and I'm looking at having the clear ring touching the rough, and that is at the bottom of +3 yards with the grizzly level 9. That will be the bottom of +6 with the grizzly level 7 and 8. Like I said, very, very difficult shot to dial in. This is fairly inconsistent and has a massive second bounce to deal with. So if you don't drop this or don't burn the edge, don't be disappointed. Max +45, power 3 settings, use grizzly 9 numbers and pull twice over the bullseye. Very difficult to adjust this, you can't really zoom in that much, so just do what you can, and if you're lucky you might get a hole in one. Final part of the equation, half wall curl to the left, and of course the all important thing, hit perfect, bouncing here on the fairway pad down onto the lowest part, just missing on the left hand side in this example on this very tough par 3. On this hole we're going to find position with the quarterback, and I'm having the bullseye directly over the rough line at the top of +13. You see it's just that point where the ball guide gets clipped away, so try and find that position and the ball guide aim will help you as well. Then we switch to our apoc and thorn bag, adding 5 top spin and 2 right spin. So 5 top, 2 right spin. Then it's time to adjust, and we're going to go with max +5, power 3. If you want a slower needle, of course, you can switch to a higher power ball. Of course, the luminary will work here because I'm only using 2 bars of right spin, so that will give you an even slower needle. But even with a power 3 ball, it is manageable. We're going with half wall curl to the right, full overpower, and try and hit perfect here. The fairways are pretty narrow, so do your best. Bouncing nicely on the fairway and rolling down the middle of the next fairway. Drive distance here is going to be in the region of 355 yards. Second shot, I would suggest you add 1 bar of backspin and then find the minimum distance line. We don't want that glitchy ball guide here, so 1 bar of backspin usually helps. And then we're pushing up rings from min. There's 4, you can see that glitchy ball guide just coming in there. We want to go past that. Going to push up another few rings and having the ball guide then to the front edge of the cup. Make sure you get rid of any glitch areas. If you're finding glitch spots, then you can add or subtract a little bit of backspin to ensure that you're not going to catch a glitchy area. 1% slider per ring from min, so I've pushed up 7 rings from min here. You're going to go 7% slider, 5% elevation, and we're going to make this adjustment over the bullseye, so make sure that you do the same. Rings from min, 5% elevation, very good chance for an eagle here, so just centre the ball and hit perfect and you should be in. Here we're going to play a very safe layup drive for the eagle. We're going with the quarterback to start with, 5 top spin and 3 left spin. And I want to set up at the top of +12 yards with the ball guide, the second bounce there in the middle of that narrow section of fairway, tip of the ball guide just before the top right corner of the fairway. Then I'm switching to my apoc and cataclysm bag. Adjustment here is going to be max +10, power 3. For me, that's going to be 6.6 rings. Always check yourself though, as you may have different club accuracies or wind strengths or both. Then we're going with circle drop overpower and half wall curl to the left. If you adjust into overpower with apoc level 4, then you will need to add the amount of overpower that you were just into onto your shot. Hit perfect here, and we're going to bounce a couple of times and roll just up to the end of the fairway here. Drive distance, you want to be in the region of 335 yards. Second shot with the Cataclysm, we're going to play with around 3 top spin and always 3 bars side spin to the left. Then I'm finding the position here to get a consistent bounce. I don't want the flat bounce or the higher bounce. Just move up and down and find the middle of the area where the bounce is as consistent as you can get it. Give yourself room for a great ball either side. You can see I'm using the red ring touching the rough as a reference here with this level of club. You may have a different ring reference with different accuracies. Max plus 0, half a ball, actually no, a little more than that, 3/4 ball curl to the left in the end is what I decide to go for, and we hit perfect. Beware of a great left here, you might clip the rough or land in the sand if you're unlucky, but the idea here is just to roll near to the green for an easy end bringer wedge for your eagle. Here we're going to play a no movement shot with our sniper, so make sure you got the sniper and a power 3 ball on to begin with. Then it's time to add our spin. We're going here with 4.5 backspin and 0.8 left spin. Then it's time to adjust our ring, so you don't need to worry about your landing position at all here, just add spin, adjust and take your shot. We're going to go min plus 40, power 3 settings on this one, minimum distance, 40% elevation and power 3 settings. I would recommend to keep the wind below 8 miles an hour for best chances of a hole-in-one, and of course in slightly different wind angles you may need to put some tweaks in, either a couple of clicks of curl either way if you get a slightly different wind angle than is shown here. Perfect ball though, going to land very safely on the island and then rolls in beautifully for a hole-in-one. Hole number 8 here, I'm going to show you a shot on the left hand side here in this wind angle. We're going to go with Apoc and Thorn. The spins are as follows: 5.8 top spin and 2 bars side spin to the left. And then my landing position is going to be at the top of plus 10 yards with Apoc level 5 and above. Apoc 5 and 6 will have half of the clear ring inside the rough on the right hand side. If you've got Apoc level 4, then you'll be at P3 max distance and you will have 10% of the clear ring on the fairway, therefore 90% of the clear ring inside the rough on the right instead, because you have different accuracy. Max plus 10, power 3 is the adjustment, and then we take our shot. Centre ball, no curl, no overpower, just focus on hitting perfect. Once we've done that, you will see the ball bounce over the rough very, very comfortably, including the bunker, and rolls down in the middle of the next piece of fairway. Drive distance here is going to be in the region of 370 to 375. Second shot, we're making a bottom white ring fringe check. So bottom of the white ring touching the fringe where it meets the green, in line with the pin. You can see I've got plus 3 yards there. We're going to use that to get our slider value. Max backspin, half a bar side spin to the right. Now unfortunately this is a close miss in the video, so I would like you to tweak the aim a little bit based on the miss. The reference here that I'm using, so you can build from that, is having the ball guide just touching the left edge of the cup. Playing the max backspin shot here does always involve a lot of elevation, so for a plus 3 bottom white ring fringe check as displayed in the video, you're going to play 84% slider and we're using 50% elevation. Pull this one over the bullseye. Like I said, this was a close miss, so you will need just to tweak the aim based on the amount I missed in the video, but it's a decent chance for an eagle there, even though you're playing with a lot of elevation on this par 4. If you want to support the channel and the free content here, the best way you can do that is to head over to patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. No monthly commitment and there's several levels there. You can choose whichever support suits you the best. All of them get all of the perks, so you get wind charts, elevation guides, shootout elevation sheets as well, all in printable format, as well as early access to tutorials and other exclusive content here on the channel. So if you do want to support us, it's greatly appreciated. Head over to our Patreon page. With this par 5, we just want to get a safe eagle with this very nasty wind angle. Set up with the quarterback, white ring touching the rough on the right at the top of plus 10. Then I'm adding spin, 5 top spin and 3 bars side spin to the right. Once I've done that, I switch bags to my APOC and Cataclysm or Big Dog bag, whichever gives you the best stats to play with on your second shot. The adjustment here is going to be max distance 0 elevation. Maximum distance 0 elevation. Plenty of room to adjust even with APOC 4. You're not going to adjust into overpower here. And then we're going to go with outer wall curl to the right and just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Perfect ball away, going to bounce on the fairway, over the rough here, onto the next fairway and approaches the end of it without threatening the edge of the fairway at all, and we're going for around 325 yards. Here we're going to bounce over the rough because of the nasty headwind angle, 4 top spin and 3 left spin. Add spin, give yourself room for a great ball either side. With this club level I'm looking at the red ring touching the rough there, the top left of it, and I'm going to adjust max plus 0. Maximum distance 0 elevation. Then we've got a time to take our shot. We've got plenty of plus yards left on the club, so again I'm not threatening overpower, going with 3/4 ball curl to the left, no overpower, but try and hit perfect of course. Be wary of a great left, otherwise you may clip the rough, but you should still roll out. And we're just getting this one to green very, very safely, and all I'm looking for here is a putt for the eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.